all dimensions are in mm. Okay, it is not taking this. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so we'll first go ahead and draw the pentagon. Okay, now here the number of sides being 5. Okay, I'll try to choose edge. So we'll start. Okay, I will put the F8 on. Okay, and I can use the specify this edge length to be 25. Okay, so see, one in that problem definition, one base edge is perpendicular to VP. So this edge is going to be perpendicular to VP. Okay. So we will draw the other things. Okay, we'll first get the center point. So we have to erect vertical lines from these. Okay, and trim this. Okay. The axis line is 50 mm, right? So from here I'll go at 50 and 90. Okay, and I'm going to trim. Okay, so I can now copy this from here to here. Okay, and I will create a line from here to here. Already axis line is done. I can copy that to here. Okay, so this is sort of our uh, front to top view tentative ones. Okay, we'll improve it. Okay, a little bit. I'm going to draw one. I drawn this line because if I to show the dimensions. Okay, so if I just draw vertically, uh, I have to now looks like I have to move these. Okay. 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 So the reason I have done this is okay. Um, I have to show two dimensions. Okay. From midpoint to here, at here, and I think I'll show this. I'm just showing that to you because you become aware of that. Okay. Okay. So this purpose, this line is okay. So we can show the dimensions. Okay. Of our drawing purpose, things will be a little complicated, so I'm going to remove them. Now I have to show a section plane. Now section plane can be, I can draw a section plane like this, okay, or I can draw a section plane like this, okay. Either way is okay, no restriction on that, okay. So we will fix with, say for example, starting from here, going like this, okay. I have to choose a line from midpoint, okay. We'll take some long line, and this angle is 30 degrees, okay. And I will choose this and move it and bring it to the midpoint here. This is the midpoint, okay. Now for you, I think what you are doing is manually, you just have to mark it with pencil, and you know the point. Okay, in AutoCAD it doesn't happen that way. Okay, and I'm going to offset by 5 these lines to trim this section plane line. Okay. Okay. So this is our section plane. Okay. And there is a section line. Okay. This is a section plane. Okay. So now I can start doing various dimensions. Okay. I'm going to explode this pentagon and then offset through 10 and I can also show this dimension here. Okay. Then okay, let me I'm just using that line to trim. Okay, this is a construction line. It is going to help me show the angle. Okay. Fine. Let me see whether I can show that angle here. No, it doesn't. Okay, this is okay. Fine. I'm going to move this X Y here, point to Y here. Okay. Now, always for prism, preferred way to development is you take, see, the true heights of these edges and faces are right here in the front view. So you use the front view itself as a development. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this line which is not broken. Okay. And copy it from somewhere here to here. Okay. So let's say, for example, okay. You'll see that if I draw a line, horizontal line, it will just go and match here. Okay. And if I draw a horizontal line from here, it will match. This is horizontal line. This is just parallel line. Okay. So what you have to do is I will have to draw how many rectangles? I will actually use a rectangular array here. Okay, use this object, and actually I'm going to now, okay, okay, there are five faces, one, two, three, four, five faces. Okay, I'll show you the change choice we choose. See, there are one, two, three, four, five, six vertical lines are there. I chose started from one. I had to make six line columns, but rows are only one. Okay, rows are only one. The distance between I have chosen to be 25, which is the base edge. Okay, 25 mm is the base edge, which I will put and press enter, and it will generate a development like this. And I will do is I will use X and explode this. Okay, I'm going to draw a line from here to here, okay, and I'm going to copy it from here to, okay, at all these places. So this is essentially the development of the prism. You see, there is, I told you, it will be basically a rectangle. Okay, so if I had to show, I can actually show a couple of things here in the as a dimension. I'm going to draw a line. Um, mm, okay, so let's show the dimensions here. Okay, and of course we can show another dimension here. Okay, so all this we have to show. So the height, okay, which is 50 mm, and of course the base edge is 25. So there are five of them like that. So it is totally 125. Okay, all these lengths has to come, and we can say here make a statement. I'll copy this. This is development of the lateral surfaces. Okay. Now you please see what we have done. I have done is I have not again drawn anything with HP pencil, like dark pencil. Everything is still in light. Okay. I will finalize the layer and other things. So we'll come to that. In this current form, you see, uh, without cutting, what the development happens. Okay. So that we have drawn. So for this now, I'm going to put is label them, label and start over. Okay. Now let us say we'll start labeling here. 3.5 angle 0 and O dash here. And then here you want to see C dash and D dash. Are you able to visualize this now? In the top you have A dash here, B dash, E dash, C dash, D dash coinciding. And at the bottom here you have these things, but A1, B1, C1, D1, all of them will come like that. So I'm going to do is I'll copy this Okay, from here to here. Okay, so they are inside. So again, we'll move these. Just to improve our visibility. Okay, so this is D1 dash, C1 here. This is O1 dash, B1 dash, and E1 dash here. And this is going to be A1 dash. Okay. Now I am going to look at a couple of things one by one. Okay. Let us change this layer. Okay. First thing would be to the section plane. It is going to cut A dash, A1 dash. I'm going to call that point where it is going to cut it as point 1. So I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to call it as 1 dash. Okay, so 1 dash is essentially the front view of the point which is cutting A dash and A1 dash. And if I see that similar thing also happened here at 2 other locations, which I'm putting it here. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 points will be there where section plane is going to cut the vertical long edges. Okay, so BB1 is going to cut at 2, so this will be 2 dash. So 331 it's going to cut, CC1 it's going to cut at 3, DD1 it's going to cut at 4, and EE1 it's going to cut at 5. So this 2 and 5 will be coincident, so I will have to show this as 2 dash inside bracket 5 dash. Okay, and this will be 3 dash inside bracket 4 dash. Okay, so what will happen here now? You see, we are not going to be interested in this axis line where this plane is cutting the axis line. It's only helpful, okay, it's passing through this point, but we are not going to tell, okay, this is one, we'll give some notation for that. Okay, so 1 is point on A1, 2 is on BB1, 3 is CC1, 4 is DD1, 5 is EE1. Now, when I chop this part, okay, and I'm going to now select the top view and select this, okay, and change the layer to construction line, and I will keep this layer to axis line. Okay, okay, so I am going to remove the top part and keep the bottom part. So to show that, I have to go to break this A dash, A1 dash at 1 dash, and this portion, and of course this bottom portion, are visible. Okay, and I have to break this line, okay, at this intersection, and this portion is going to be visible, that is part of VB1, which is 2B1. And in the same way, I have to break this at this location and take this and convert it into 20. Okay, Do you see now what I'm doing? Now we are reaching a completion of front view, sectional front view. Okay. So when we do this much, okay, then we can say, see, we have done all the elements which are just construction with the 2H pencil, okay, then section plane, and again its inclination, where it is cutting, and also forth. These are 1 dash A1 dash, 2 dash B1 dash, 5 dash E1 dash, okay, and 3 dash C1 dash, 4 dash D1 dash. When you show that and make this as visible edge, that completes your front view. Now when you cut this, it is actually also going to cut entire pentagon. You see, that's so what you can see from here. So this point A, now A will not be there, but A, because it will be 1 A1, and this will be 2 B1, and this will be 3 C1, okay, and this will be 4 D1, okay, and this is 5 D1, okay. Since the suction plane is going through all of this, so the boundary is going to be, pentagon is going to be like this. These are construction lines, so we'll do that, keep it like this, okay. So let me start working with a layer with XY line, okay, and I'm going to do is turn off 0 and this projector line, okay. These two I'm just turning off, okay. Uh, See, I told you sectional top view will I have to show hatching. So you please see here in this draw environment here there is hatch. Okay, you hatch gradient boundary. So you choose hatch. Okay, so it will open up many options. Okay, so see here it says solid angle. So you can use this ANS ANSI 31 or ANSI. I'm not sure it is. Just right of triangle you choose that, okay, and you just have to choose the interior portion here, okay, and escape, and you can go back to your layers, okay. Either you can do this way, actually I think these layers okay, what actually I should have done is not okay, I'll remove this hatching, okay. uh, what we should actually only turn off is this projector line and use this and use the hatching, hatch ANS 30 NC 31, and okay, and you leave this. Okay, this is actually at 45 degrees, and we can go back and turn on it. Okay, so this is only the trick in AutoCAD, but manually when you do, you just have to draw 45-degree line. Okay, right. So this, if you complete this much part, will be you have completed the sectional top. Okay, so you please understand there are marks for various level of marks. If you just draw a simple pentagon, yeah, following okay one edge, the given condition, top view, and then front view, then you get some small number of marks. Okay, and if you show the section plane, where it is located, what are the points, okay, and so forth. Okay, then you'll get some more points based on your shown sectional front view. And if you modify this with hatching, correct hatching, you get the sectional top view. Okay, so this will complete, this how you get some marks. Now if you just draw this, okay, I think I would encourage you people, at least by default, when you get something, you properly analyze the initial condition and where the section plane, but at least you draw this. Okay, what is the development of the uncut portion first. Okay, now let us how to draw and complete the the cut portion, how does the development look? So for that, I'm going to uh, label these. So A, B, C, D, E, and here finally back A. Okay, so this is C1, this is D1, E1, and finally here it is A1. Okay, so this choice where you start, okay, is up to you. I felt okay, AA1 being on the left side. Okay, I'll start that, and I'll go along this A, B, B, C, D, E back to A. Okay, so to get point one, what I have to do is I just have to start from here, travel horizontally, length may be whatever, angle keep it 0. Okay, and you trim up to A1, because one is for up to A1 and A1, and you use this and copy it from here to here and here. Okay, so 2 is up to 5. Okay, 2 and 5, we'll trim that and remove, and 3 and 4 are up to D. Okay, so on this play here I have to put the labels, numbers also now. So we'll do that. I'm going to copy this here. 1 is here, 2 is going to be here, 3 is going to be here, 4 is going to be here, 5 is going to be here, and then back to 1. Okay, so label this is 1, 3, 4, 5, 1. Remove this. Okay, you please see. Okay, I'm now going to do is, okay, select all of this front, and these also I'm going to use a projector line. Okay, purposely. Uh, See, when you cut open the top portion, okay, we have removed this portion, right? So here, what happens? This portion, that is 1 to A, B to 2, 3 to C, 4 to D, R to E, and again back to 1 to A. This portion also should not exist. Okay, so what you have to do then is I'll have to make I have to break it here at 1. I have to again break B1. Sorry, I have to use break at one point. B1, B at 2. Okay, and I have to break C1, C at 3. I have to break D1, D at 4, and I have to break E1, E at 5, and again, of course, A1, A at 1. Okay, and now I have these heights which are varying in nature, which are of these long edges. Okay, and they are visible to us. I'm going to darken them. Okay, and I'm also going to darken the base because this portion is going to be present. And in the physical arena, this connection between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1 is going to be there. So how do I show that? I'll connect them 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 1. Okay, so we'll select this and I'm showing to darken them. Okay, so this will complete the development. So you have any questions, doubts here, please go ahead. This is very important. You already deleted this. If I just try to do this and go to hatching, okay, now what will happen is it will take these small parts also as elements, okay, and do it. So many times you have to repeat that. Okay, so you can I have to avoid that. What is actually making a small portion of this? Okay, is these two lines, and these two lines are projector lines. So I will actually turn them off. Okay, so then this becomes a solid where the entire portion is hatched. So I'm going to use a hatch line. Use this ANC 31. Click on this, escape, and then turn it on the layer. Okay. Now, Pooja,